Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 15. I am super excited to play episode Ardyn and see what happens. Yeah, the cover art looks really awesome. Let's get right into it. Alright, new game. Normal. Do no easy stuff around here. Having turned the Empire to shambles and shrouded the world in darkness, Ardyn, erstwhile healer of those who ailed, now sits atop the Lucian throne denied him by the crystal some 2 millennia ago. Oh, the Crown City, insomnia.
Long ago, there lived a man, blessed by the gods and revered by the people as their savior. His name was Ardyn Lucis Caelum, and he was to have served as the first king of Lucis.
Huh. Hello, Noctis.
Remains high, with neither nation showing signs of backing down. In other news, a member of the Border Patrol has been reported MIA since sometime before dawn this morning. The missing officer has been identified as 28-year-old Mars Sapientia. Although Officer Sapientia allegedly reported for duty at his appointed time, fellow officers say he disappeared soon after and has not been sighted since. Officer Sapientia is a tall, fair-skinned male and was last seen wearing his Border Patrol fatigues. Anyone with information on Officer Sapientia's whereabouts are requested to contact the Crown City Police immediately. And now a word from the Public Information Bureau. Today marks the anniversary of the founding of the Kingdom of Lucis. The Founders Day Committee has prepared a number of attractions in honor of this auspicious occasion, including a parade around the Citadel as well as a statue of the Founder King himself. All are welcome and encouraged to participate in today's festivities. This has been a message from the Public Information Bureau.
What about you?
Now, onto the weather.
Shouldn't you be looking for your buddy?
Today in the Crown City, we expect mild and sunny weather with nothing but blue skies.
I'm on
The
special
Borderlands
assignment.
may experience some
Oh.
inclement weather, starting in the
Are we?
evening and continuing throughout the night. That concludes today's news and weather.
Okay.
Home, sweet home at last.
Welcome to the Founders Day
Oh
Festival.
boy.
In a moment, the parade will begin making its way through the city. King Regis is
Explore the
scheduled
Crown
to
City.
participate in the festivities, circling the Citadel alongside the statue of the Founder King, Somnus Lucis Caelum.
I don't remember how to play.
So this is the city Somnus built. Built on the back of his own flesh and blood. Just look at them, free of care and unaware of the war beyond their wall.
Oh, the memories. Alright, let's walk over. You look a little out of place.
In order to ensure the safety of all festival goers, we ask that you please follow all staff instructions.
No.
Vehicular access will also be limited in some areas around the Citadel for the festival's duration. In addition, traffic will be stopped entirely during the parade. We thank you for your cooperation.
What need is there to worry when brick and mortar blinds them to the suffering outside? Why venture out into the world when you feel so safe within? What a life to live. This is the statue of the Founder King? I see the sculptor took quite a few liberties.
Yeah, looks like it. Kid?
So what do you think, son? Not every day you get to see the king's personal bodyguards up close.
They're so cool! I want to be a royal guard someday.
And that must be the king's castle.
You don't mind this creeper standing next to your children. He looks so out of place. I mean, he looks like a soldier right now, but... And he's so dumb.
Let the fireworks begin!
Oh my lord, what's he doing? He didn't do anything.
Right, let's go.
Oh.
Cursed with the waving wings of the gods.
Ifrit, you really need to stop doing that, Belle. Tale of the Fallen King, Prisoner of Fate. The year is ME 734. Spirits are high in the Crown City as all of Insomnia prepares to celebrate Founders Day. Yet the citizens of Lucian capital are in for a rude awakening. Ardyn has returned to interrupt their peaceful reverie and wreak havoc upon his former home. And I couldn't read the rest of that. Chapter 1, Darkness Awakens. Oh, I'm so excited.
Ardyn.
Hello, Arrow.
Oh, Ardyn. You can't expect me to believe that.
Oh, but I do. You have my word.
Well, in that case...
Oh, wow.
You look exhausted, my love. Are you all right?
Oh.
I am. The gods bless me with a power and a purpose.
That looks
to
just like
cure
Luna.
people of what ails them.
I mean, that's her descendant, but... I mean, she's the descendant of this
I
lady,
will
but...
see their will be done.
Your devotion shall not go unnoticed. The gods will doubtless be watching over you. Just as I shall be watching over you every step of the way. It seems to me the cure for your exhaustion is comprised of two things, one of which is rest.
What's the other?
Is me.
Oh, jeez. Their flirting is so goofy.
Oh, Era, pray be with me, always.
Uh-oh. Are we back in present day? Nope. I see a beaten up Ardyn and chains. Angel guard. Oh. What? How is this man still alive?
He's alive.
Yeah, it's a miracle.
Just as the ancient texts told.
Who?
Take him away.
Who are you? Ow. There's no way you remove that many chains that quickly.
Don't touch me.
You don't really have a choice, Ardyn. Hate to break it to you, pal.
Status report. Everything is fine here.
Roger that. We'll transport the subject to your location.
And we'll have the medical team ready as planned.
Let me go.
What's the situation over there?
Nothing to report. We're just...
Ow. Okay, so I should be dead.
Adagium sighted!
Wait, what?
Adagium.
Get it back in the cell. No matter what. We can't let that thing off this island.
Oh my god, I can't attack. What am I doing?
Stop. Cease this.
What? I can't do this. Oh.
At once!
Ardyn enters overkill when his HP falls to 0. While in this undying state, his attacks deal more damage, and his maximum HP falls every time he takes a hit. Oh. Ardyn's most good name is over. I don't remember how to fight. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. So we're attacked with your arsenal of royal arms. Let's see the enemy conceiving attacks. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Square to dodge, shadow step around the field. Holy crap, man.
These memories are not my own. Could they be? Yes.
How you ended up there, dude. I hope I figure that out.
I didn't purge him of the scourge. I bestowed it upon him. Oh, incredible. His power's unbelievable. Hey.
Uh-oh. Ardyn, you might want to wake up, man. Eminent Magitech technology expert Verstal something steals away to the umbral isle of Angelgard and absconds with Lucian's darkest secret. Adagium. He escorts the subject back to one of the Empire's Magitech research facilities for further study. Chapter 2. Illusory Truth. Your field of wheat.
Era.
Uh-oh.
Somnus.
Forgive me, brother, but the throne seats only one.
Oh!
Era! Gods, no!
Oh, jeez. That's not good. A year later, I think.
Ardyn Lucis, Chief Besithia would like to see you.
Of course he would. Magitech research facility. We're still freakishly tall, man. Go see whoever that is. Alright, what is this? Get a journal. Whatever that does for me. Whoopsies. Hey, whoa, hey. Superior, restorative. Can I, whoops, read these? So what about when I first saw my first demon, a wild canine run afoul of the Plasmodia? The fear that should have consumed me was itself engulfed by an intense excitement, much like the dark miasma that spreads across the land and blots out any trace or light or trace of light or life. Some might deem me a madman, vying me for researching a wicked plague that brings naught but death. However, it is Magitech technology of old, or the demons of our day, understanding that which we fear is a vital step towards enlightenment. Plague that ravaged our star centuries ago died out for a time, and with it went all knowledge of the monsters it spawned. Yet since the discovery of a mutant strain of Plasmodia here in our very soil, that ominous word has re-entered our lexicon: demon. What caused the scourge to resurge? I hypothesize that it began with the rise of our population, that began in the later half of this millennium. While the adaptation of magic technology has vastly improved life for citizens across the Empire, the territorial expansion it enabled may also have reactivated Plasmodia that remained dormant for many years. If so, as the true spread of the Star Scourge may have only just begun. So he shares that sword with his brother. Alright.
Might as well head out.
He sounds so bored. I'm not going that way. Just kidding, I'm going that way.
I dare say this outfit wasn't tailor-made.
No, your pants are a little short, sir.
Not the most enthralling view.
Still pretty, though. Going down there. Item. Muscle stimulant, alright. Another journal. Nope, nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want this. Although I long dismissed it as some foolish fairy tale, the recent discovery of an ancient text tucked away in one of the kingdom's royal tombs has convinced me. Atagayum, whatever, is real. According to the tome, this inhuman entity, born of darkness, has lived in the shadows of Angelgard for some 2 millennia. Perhaps the Lucians feared its supposed superhuman strength and potential for destruction. Yet, to let such power go untapped would be incredibly wasteful. The military may have scoffed at us, researchers, for the lack of tangible process on our magic infantry and demonic studies, but if we harvest this immortal monster and harness the secrets it holds, we may indeed laugh last. Huh. You're not wrong. Go this way. Nope. This way? Nope. Just kidding, I want to go that way.
Come, have a seat.
Gods above, we thank you for the bounty you have laid before us.
Don't want your food getting cold, do you?
Just let the man pray in peace. Come on.
Are you enjoying your stay?
Probably not.
No.
Didn't think so.
You've been asleep for years. Learning to appreciate the waking world will take time. Perhaps I can help enlighten you while we dine.
Been asleep for years. Is anything that happened to Noctis, perhaps? That's about time.
How long has it been since you brought me here?
204 days. Roughly 7 months or so. Then again, the Lucians had you locked away in that prison for nearly 2 millennia.
Oh.
I'd be more surprised if you hadn't lost all concept of time.
Oh.
You must loathe those Lucians for what they did to you.
I think your hair would be a lot longer, sir. Let's go about the food.
What is this food?
Meat, cloned in this facility.
Gross.
We cultivated somatic cells, used them as donors to fuse the nucleus transplant cells to the recipient oocytes, and then we...
Enough. I've no ear for the ramblings of a lunatic.
Good, neither do I. Ask about his motives.
What is it you want from me, anyhow? What about me interests you so?
You said it yourself, didn't you? You were chosen by the gods. And frankly, with powers like yours, I'd say you're nearly a god in your own right. We need those powers that you possess. With your strength on our side, we could finally put an end to the gruesome war with Lucis. You too must desire the fall of the kingdom that cast you into exile.
Perhaps.
My desires are all in the past.
Wait,
The
don't you have
man
more
who
questions?
wronged you may have died long ago, but his descendants live on to this day. Surely you must bear them some feelings of ill will.
My feelings are none of your concern.
Dang it, I missed my opportunity.
Come along.
Oh well. My God, you're so tall. Never realized he was this tall in the game.
This is the fruit of my labor. A small portion of it, that is.
So we're not in Dignatus.
I envy you.
Or are
A
we?
human life is too short to truly understand all there is to know about the world. Go on, have a look.
Oh,
You sound so bored. It's fantastic. The team we dispatched to Tailpark Crag has returned with a fascinating report. Their landing craft came under assault from a flying dragon as soon as they entered the valley. Hearing their story, I could not help but recall a passage I once read about the legendary Blade Master, which stated he guarded the Founder King with his glaive in hand and dragon at his side. This would mean the creature they encountered has been guarding that gorge for nearly 2 millennia. And if one of these Lucian legends has proven true, then perhaps the kingdom's fairy tales are more than mere rumors after all, even the whispers about the Undying. Acting on a tip received from a friend in the private sector, we have sent an excavatory expedition to the top of the rock of Ravito. Unlike the immovable Archeon at the Disk of Kothis, the body of the Infernian should be unobstructed and ready for transport, assuming our team can reach the peak, that is. Legend says the Infernian bestowed the gift of fire upon mankind in antiquity, and this burning wisdom helped forge the foundation of what became the civilization of Solheim. And now, with the fabled flame within my grasp, I take my first step towards divinity. 'Tis a wondrous day indeed. You sound a little crazy there, pal. But you know, don't let me judge. Of the gods above, least is known about the Draconian. Neither a Tutelarian deity nor a regular fixture in written records, the Bladekeeper has left behind nary a trace save for his name. Some legends suggest he selected a king to lead Lucis and bestowed upon the chosen one the fabled ring and crystal. In my opinion, it all sounds like the type of tall-tale royal family might concoct to justify their hold on power, but perhaps we can explore the matter in more depth by paying a visit to the Lucian's confidants in Tenebrae. I need to learn how to read.
this is our world?
It has been estimated that Eos came into existence some 4.5 billion years ago. Ancient myths tell tales of 6 protector gods who first alighted on Eos in the ancient Solheim era. Fossils thought to be remains of the oldest members of the human race were discovered in the Pistala region. Some claim that humans discovered fire in the Sukarp region even before the dawn of the Solheim civilization. According to legend, the fire god Ifrit first bestowed his burning wisdom upon a man who later sat the throne of Solheim. The mechanized civilization of Solheim is presumed to have originated in the Disgai and Klang regions. Exactly when the civilization rose and fell, however, remains the subject of much investigation.
Huh.
The enormous crevasse separating the regions of Clane and Duskai is known as Telpar Crag. It is here that the War of the Astrals is said to have taken place. When Ifrit tried to reduce mankind to ash, the other gods fought back, and some claim this clash caused the collapse of Solheim. It is said that Ifrit, having lost the War of the Astrals, was interred atop the Rock of Ravito. After the war, the ice goddess Shiva allegedly sank into a deep slumber, nestled in the Goravas Rift of Volúp. To this day, no one knows what became of the blade god, Bahamut. The earth god Titan can be seen supporting the meteor at the heart of the disk of Kothis in Duskai. As for the storm god Rama, legend has it he sealed himself away within Fosha Hollow in Duskai.
Huh.
The sea goddess Leviathan disappeared in the wake of the war. Some say she swam below the waves and slumbers beneath the city of Altisha. Some 2,000 years ago, the gods granted Somnus Lucis Caelum 2 gifts: the sacred stone and ring. With these in hand, he founded the kingdom of Lucis. In the centuries since, Lucis has managed to expand its territory while struggling to suppress a parasitic plague. As of ME 722, Mor's Lucis Caelum sits the throne as the 112th monarch of his line. Regis Lucis Caelum is King Mor's firstborn son, and first in line to succeed his father. Angelgard, off the coast of Golden Key, is an uninhabited island that Lucians regard as sacred ground. Ancient texts tell of a monster known as Adagium supposedly sealed away within, but investigations into its existence have yet to provide conclusive evidence. Soon after the establishment of the Kingdom of Lucis, House Fulleré founded the nation of Tenebrae. The Empire began its occupation of Tenebrae in ME 359, a move that was initially met with much apprehension. In order to assuage the dissenters, the Empire preserved the Oracle's home of Fenestala Manor. This concession was partially made for political purposes. House Fulleré enjoys close ties with the line of Lucis. The Accordo Protectorate has developed into a bustling league of towns at the heart of maritime trade. In ME 606, the Empire won an important battle against the allied forces of Lucis and Accordo, and in turn, annexed the Protectorate. The country is steeped in traditions and cultures that are incompatible with imperial rule, so the Empire has permitted it a measure of relative political autonomy. Centuries after the founding of Lucis, a movement to revive the lost civilization of Solheim arose around the Weltham region. Leading the charge was House Aldercat, whose brave deeds brought about the rise of the Niflheim Empire. The Empire built upon Solheim's magic technology and employed it for military use. This new firepower helped the Empire fell its foes, taking Tenebrae in ME 359 and Accordo in ME 606. As of ME 722, under the direction of Emperor Aedalus Aldercat, the Empire is developing new arms fusing magitech with demons. Vestiges of the ancient Solheim civilization can still be seen in the ruins of Piteous and Steeleth Grove. Several ancient structures also dot the forest of the Fall Grove that encircles Castlemark Tower. Excavation of these various sites is currently underway. In ME 501, during an expedition in the Ulwat region, the Imperial Army discovered a new species known as demons.
Huh. That was an enlightening history lesson.